Hello, I'm Sterling Payton, the creator of MazaSwarm.net, and I'd like to go over the feedback system for the site. Let's go over screen share. Okay, Maza Swarm feedback review. First, let's start off with the task image. It's a simple image file. That could be PNG, JPEG. Um, I use a program called processing.org to create this image. It's just a list of some items. I'm going to experiment with this setup for a while, and we're going to put a question on top and change that question and see how the results change based on the question, aggregate them together. Next, we have the add post screen. When you're on the site and you want to post a project to get feedback, first you would choose the file, and then you could come over and set your target users. It starts at 10. That's how many different people you want to see the image and click on feedback. And we also have the selecting keyboard, where we have several different virtual keyboards that tailors their feedback to the image. Here's one of our keyboard sets. This is the Cave 32 with description set. These are images of based on the cave pictures in Europe, and they've categorized them and they're studying them still now. I just thought it might be an interesting keyboard set, although it turned out not to be that good from the beginning, so I put it on the back burner, but it's still available. Next, we have an emoji key set. It was a suggestion I got from chat, and it seemed like a simple enough idea, and I decided to add it in, but we don't have very much functionality behind it. We need to develop that a little bit more. And if anyone else has ideas on keyboard sets that wants to help develop them, you'll reach out to me and we'll try to work on that and add some more to the site. This keyboard set is labeled Alpha Num 32 because it's got the alphabet and numbers and the 32 keys on all the virtual keyboards. This way you can get a 2-axis setup, like a battleship board with your, your letters and your numbers. And we also have the plain alphabet and the plain numbers as a whole set by themselves. So like if you have a set of items that you have numbered, you just do, 1 to 32. Okay, also now we have a graph set. On the left, we have on the brown keys, that's the K32 without the description keyboard set, based on the cave drawings that they found in Europe. Now on the right, we have Graph 32, which is a keyboard set I developed with the idea of polling users to get their feedback on the connectedness of different items. With how many keys we have, we can get the feedback on 8 different items at one time from one image. And so like to explain this image, we have plastic and wood. And so if they thought they were connected, they would click the 8+7 key. And then that would rate you on your scale of how connected these things are and where they're connected, because you have multiple connections. Any one can connect to any other one or none of them. Here is the finish graph 32 settings. We change it to a lighter color just to help with visibility. And I put the lower number first so that it helps with the setup of the board. And so this is on the back burner right now, but I plan to develop this out as well and experiment and see where this brings, where we have a bunch of users selecting the connectiveness of different items on a list. And since our keys are 32, we have 4 extra that are unused, and I just gave them the labels X1, X2, X3, and X4. Next, we have the feedback. This is the feedback you get from MazaSwarm.net as a client. After you run your task image and it gets all the users' feedback, you can then download these this format numbers in a CSV, comma separated value file. It's just basically a text file that can be opened up in Excel or LibreOffice or in a notepad. And it has two number codes. And that's all the data that's collected from the site. Here's another view. I'm working on this view now as well. I found it to be quite interesting, so I'm going to proceed with it a little bit further. Right in the middle, we have the um, green squares at the one in them. They represent the ones that have been clicked. The boxes have been clicked by the user. So they and the zeros are unclicked. So then now we can see with the task image at hand, we can see which blocks have been clicked by users and which haven't, and look for patterns and even maybe stack them on each other and mix and match and do some data mining with that as well. We also have, it seems after they were playing a hangman game, but I think some contractors played around on it and they clicked on the exclamation point, question mark, and the dollar sign. Guess they're trying to send me a message or something. But we can easily, after we grab the data, we can cut it off or do whatever we want because we have the pure data in hand, and we know if we want to, we can decide if we want to change it or let it go through. On the bottom, it explains the number system a little bit better. It's binary to decimal. And of course, on this picture on the bottom, they're going from right to left. I go from left to right when I do it on the Excel spreadsheet. But they just have a power of 2 number graph. And so you have 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. And so as you have those numbers, be a 1 or a 0, you add that value to your total value. And that's how you can get 89 with just 4 ones and 3 zeros. And so the same thing is being done up top when it creates those sets of numbers that it passes back to the client after they have the task image clicked on by the users. So I'd like to say thanks for watching. If you have some time, come on and visit us at mazaswarm.net. And I hope you have a great day. Take care.